Most people think the difference between having $0 and $10,000 is just a few extra zeros in a bank account. They're wrong. The difference is actually biological. When you're broke, your brain is stuck in the amygdala, the fight or flight zone. You're stressed, reactive, and making short-term survival decisions that keep you poor. But the moment you cross the five-figure threshold, something shifts. Your prefrontal cortex takes over. You start thinking in decades, not days. Today, I'm going to show you why $10,000 is the most important milestone you will ever hit, how it literally rewires your psychology, and why the system is rigged to make sure you never get there. Welcome to Mint Logic. It's the invisible tax on the poor. Narrator, there is a hidden tax on being broke. In the US, if you don't have a cushion, you pay for it, literally. Overdraft fees, high interest credit cards, the inability to buy in bulk, and the poverty penalty of deferred maintenance. Think about it. If your car tire blows and you don't have $200, you put it on a credit card at 24% interest. Now that $200 tire costs you $400 over a year. $10,000 is your shield. It's the insurance policy against the chaos of life. When you have this money, the world stops being a series of emergencies. You finally stop paying the poor tax, and for the first time in your life, you start keeping 100% of what you earn. Faith E runway T people were. Say T Poward. The most dangerous person in a corporate office isn't the CEO. It's the employee with $10,000 in liquid cash and zero debt. Why? Because they can't be bullied. In America, we are often held hostage by our health insurance and our rent. This creates a culture of compliance. You laugh at jokes that aren't funny and agree with strategies that are stupid because you're scared of a layoff. But $10,000 is a 6-month runway. It gives you the power of no. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow, but knowing that you could changes your posture. You speak up in meetings. You negotiate with leverage. Ironically, the less you need the money, the more likely you are to get promoted or find a better offer. See NRaw Science OFD first $10K. Why is the first $10K the hardest? It's not just the math, it's the dopamine trap. Our society is designed to give you instant hits of dopamine for spending. New shoes, DoorDash, a new iPhone. These are social signaling tools. They tell the world you're doing well, even if your net worth is negative. To save $10,000, you have to go through a period of social death. You have to be okay with your friends thinking you're boring or broke. You are trading temporary status for permanent freedom. But once you hit $10K, a new dopamine loop starts. You start getting a high from security rather than consumption. You realize that a $10,000 balance feels better than any designer logo looks. See Snowball and see 2026 Realty. We are living in 2026. Inflation is real. Housing is expensive. The middle class is being squeezed out. In this economy, $10,000 isn't just savings. It's seed capital. Once you have $10,000, you can finally play the game of capitalism. You can open a brokerage account. You can invest in a side hustle. You can buy assets that grow while you sleep. The jump from $0 to $10K is a vertical wall. It requires 100% effort. But the jump from $10K to $50K, that's a ramp. The money starts helping you. The discipline you learned in the first phase becomes the engine for the second. Eighth conclusion. Eighth challenge. If you're watching this and you're tired of the cycle, the first of the month anxiety, the credit card balancing act, I want you to make a pact with yourself. Forget the $1 million dreams for a second. Forget the Lamborghinis. Just get to 10. That first 5-figure milestone is the escape velocity from the matrix. It's the moment you stop being a cog in the machine and start becoming the operator. So, what's your plan? Are you cutting the subscriptions? Are you picking up the side gig? Tell me your day one strategy in the comments. I read every single one. If you've watched this far, you're already in the top 1% of people who actually care about their future. Most people scrolled away the moment I mentioned discipline, but you're still here. And because you're still here, I want to leave you with one final thought. In 5 years, the car you drive today will be an old model. The clothes you're wearing will be out of style. The likes you got on that Instagram post will be long forgotten. But the $10,000 foundation you build today, that will be the bedrock of your empire. It will be the reason you didn't have a mental breakdown when the economy shifted. It will be the reason you could afford to take what you don't need. You aren't just spending dollars. You're spending the hours of your life you sat in a cubicle to earn that money. You are literally burning your youth for a dopamine hit. $10,000 is approximately 2,000 hours of freedom if your expenses are low. That's 2,000 hours where you don't have to say yes to anyone. That's 2,000 hours where you can think, breathe, and plan. Most people go their entire lives without ever owning more than 48 hours of their own time. They are always 2 days away from disaster. Don't be most people. The path to 10,000 is lonely. You're going to be the person who brings a home-cooked lunch to work while everyone else is spending $20 on a salad. You're going to be the one driving the 10-year-old Toyota while your friend leases a new BMW. They will pity you. They will think you've lost your spark. But what they don't see is that while they are building a prison of debt, you are building a fortress of options. Self-discipline is the highest form of self-love. You are telling your future self that you care more about their peace of mind than your current self's desire for a new gadget. That is a level of maturity that 90% of the population will never reach. If you can master your impulses, you can master your life. So, as this video ends, don't just like it, move on. That's what the algorithm wants you to do. To keep scrolling, to keep consuming. Instead, I want you to close your eyes for 10 seconds. Imagine the version of you that has that $10,000 cushion. Imagine the weight lifted off your shoulders. Imagine the confidence in your voice. That person exists. They're just waiting for you to make the choices that allow them to be born. The first step is a choice. The second is a habit. The third is a lifestyle. If you're ready to stop being a consumer and start being a creator of your own destiny, join this community. Subscribe to Mint Logic. We're not just building bank accounts here, we're building a new kind of freedom. I'm Mint Logic. The journey starts today. I'll see you in the next one.